Dbees have some crazy vim. Hey, like where do they get their vim from? But before I continue, if you don't know who a Dbee is, it's someone who comes from a rich family. In Nigeria, I think they call them Ajebo. In Ghana, we call them Dbees. And for real, where do they get their vim from? One time I was going somewhere with this Dbee friend of mine, and I decided I want him to experience regular Ghanaian life, right? So instead of taking a taxi, we took a trotro. And let me just say it, that was one of the worst decisions I've ever made. After a few minutes in the trotro, this boy points to the trotro mate and goes like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's the bus conductor, we call him the trotro mate." I was trying to be like a tour guide, explaining Ghana to him. And then he goes like, "Okay, but why is he smelling so bad? Why doesn't he bath?" Hey, that was when I suddenly realized that the trotro was a bad idea. In fact, it was a very bad idea. That's when I started asking myself, why did I even let us take trotro in the first place? Now this boy wants to find problem for me. So in that moment I was like, "Bro, lower your voice." No, he can't do that. "Bro, I beg you, lower your voice." "Why?" "I will explain later." No, he can't do that. I gotta tell him. He can't do that. He can't do this in the States. Charlie, this is not the States. This is not the States. This is Ghana. He can do that. In fact, he can do whatever he wants. No. That's unacceptable. How do people allow these things to go on? Please just cover your nose and forget it. No, if none of you has the courage to tell him, I'll tell him myself. This boy honestly believes that it is courage that we lack. And this is the vim that I'm talking about. Because where do you get this vim from? Where do you get this vim from? To come to a different country to tell someone his armpit is smelling. Wow! Where do you get this vim from? And you know what? He was even about to offer to buy deodorant for the mate. He was about to offer to buy deodorant for the mate. And thankfully, that was when I got the brilliant idea that should just let us alight from the trotro. To stop the problem before it even happens. And just like that, problem solved. We got down and he was like, "Bro, why do you let us alight? You have not even reached our destination. Should I let me tell the mate the truth?" In my mind, I wanted to scream, "Shut up!" But I kept my composure. I was like, "Don't worry, we'll take another car from here." Another trotro? "No, we'll take taxi. We'll take taxi, okay? Me, I'm never taking trotro with you again." And with that boy, as much as he's arrogant, he's very generous. In fact, he's one of the Dbees who is very generous. He loves to share. And not every Dbee is like that too. And that is one of the reasons he's still my friend though. Otherwise, with this behavior, I would have just labeled him as toxic and removed him from my friend list. Because even to me, sometimes he does stuff that make me go like, where did this boy get a vim from? One time I was very busy, my phone was on silent, and this boy had called me more than 50 times. So when I was finally able to get back to him, he was like, "Papi, why haven't you been picking my calls? I've been calling for more than 2 hours now. Why haven't you been picking my calls?" In my mind, I was like, hold up. Who does this boy think he's talking to? Who does this boy think he's talking to? Where did he get a vim from? But I just calmed myself down and I was like, let me listen to what this boy has to say. Maybe there was an emergency or something. He definitely has a good reason. "Charlie, what's up? I need you to come to the flower shop down the street right now and take me a few pictures." "Huh?" I said, I need you to come to the flower shop down the street right now and take me a few pictures. So because of pictures, this boy has been calling me for over 2 hours. 50 missed calls, yelling at me on the phone, all because of pictures. Wow. Where did he get a vim from? Where did he get a vim from? I know what you're thinking. Papi, then of course he didn't go. You won't tolerate this kind of nonsense. Nope, I'll tolerate it. I actually went. I took all his pictures for him. Do you know how many people in Ghana want to have a Dbee friend? And this boy is actually the generous type. I am fully expecting him to come one day and be like, "One papi, I'm going back to the US. Would you like to come along?" Do you get me? He's my ticket out of Ghana. That day when I finished taking his pictures for him, I was like, "Charlie, I'm hungry. Let's go get some beans." Beans? Nah, fam, let's go get some pizza. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. You get me? And that is why I allow him to be rude to me, You understand? Even my little brother Tunchi treats him differently from my other friends. Tunchi is very nice to this guy. Tunchi actually exhibits good manners to this guy. I never even knew Tunchi has manners. And I'm his brother. People be calling my phone. Tunchi will never bring the phone to me. In fact, he'll be the one declining the calls. But let my Dbee friend call. He'll pick up and be like, "Please, I'm sending the phone to one papi." And then he'll bring the phone. And this didn't happen by accident. Like I said, this my Dbee friend is very generous. The very first day he met Tunchi, he was like, "Your little brother is very funny. I'm gonna get him an iPad." And he actually bought it. Since then, anytime he comes over to my house, Tunchi will put water on a serving plate and go like, "Please, would you like some water? Please, should I turn on the fan for you? Please, do you need help with anything?" The first time he did that, I was so shocked. I was asking myself, So this Tunchi boy has manners. Where did he even learn it from? And you know, that's very funny. Cause one time one of my other friends came to visit. Tunchi had not yet returned from school. I told my friend Charlie, relax, feel at home, I'll be right back. Because I said feel at home, this boy went into the fridge and went to take sobolo. Unfortunately for him, the sobolo was for Tunchi. I came back and saw him and I was like, Charlie, where did you get the sobolo from? Oh, I took it from the fridge. Who said you can take it? Oh, but you said I should feel at home. Hey, Tunchi came back from school and came to meet him with the sobolo. Asemaba. Master, there's sobolo for you. It's sobolo for you. Why would you come to somebody's house and go and take sobolo from their fridge? Who said that you can take the sobolo? So I was like, Tunchi, I thought you know how to be nice to visitors. Is this one to a Dbee? No, it's not a Dbee. Master, be fast and give me my money. Be fast. Hey. Anyway, this has been Kwabena One Papi. Like and subscribe. See you next week.